astronauts of the past 45 years have all returned to Earth, struggling to convey the enormity of what they have discovered, and with their perceptions clearly changed. To be able to extend that privilege to people from all walks of life has been a long-held ambition at Virgin.
Coming up 10 seconds, Brad. Legs look good and low. Okay, start the nose down trim. Looking good in 20 seconds.
The important thing about today's accomplishment is this is not an end, it's just a very good beginning.
Well, hello, I'm Richard Branson. We've been fortunate enough to have achieved some pretty extraordinary things at Virgin over the years, but perhaps none quite as amazing as what you'll see in the next few minutes. Probably like many of you, I can still clearly remember sitting with my mum and dad, my two sisters at our family home in England back in 1969, watching those live black and white pictures of two men who had travelled to another world. I was spellbound and determined there and then that I would one day follow them to space. It's taken a little longer than I imagined, but thanks to Burt Rutan, Spaceship One, and those flawless history-making X-Prize flights in 2004, Virgin Galactic is now well on its way to becoming the world's first commercial space line. The day that Burt won the X-Prize was a hugely significant one for us. When it was all over, I remember chatting to Brian Binney, the pilot on that epic flight. He's an enormously experienced and talented test pilot and a master of understatement.
It's got all the right elements to excite the people for all the right reasons. The ride up is momentous, the view at the top is hugely rewarding, the ride back down is pretty spectacular as well. The pictures are pretty dramatic, but the eye is so much more dynamic. You combine that with the other things going on, the weightlessness, it's pretty wonderful. The rocket motor ride is pretty memorable as well. You're not going to soon forget that, especially ignition.
Before you ignite it, you're indicating 140 knots or so. And within 10 seconds or 11 seconds, you're supersonic. So, you get 3 Gs on your back instantly when it lights. And boy, that first 10 seconds is about the most dynamic flying I've ever done.
This wave of energy flows through the vehicle, and it's eye-watering.
It is eye-watering. When you look out the window and you see the curvature of the Earth, and you can see the edge, along the edge of the Earth, you can see this thin blue line that is the atmosphere. And the colors and the textures on the ground, and it's a mind-blowing thing to see. It really is. I mean, I'm sure everybody who's been in the shuttle or on the space station knows the same thing, but I'd never seen that before, and it really was a remarkable experience.
We're designing our spacecraft so that each of our passengers will have the room and the freedom to enjoy the amazing sensation of weightlessness. Large panoramic windows will allow you to see clearly the curved Earth over 100 kilometers below.
While you're up there, you got 4 to 5 minutes of zero G and an enjoyment of an environment you've never experienced before. You've maybe seen it on covers of magazines, and now you're experiencing it firsthand.
Right.
It's a delight, it's a wonder,
and I'm sure with everybody being loose in there, they'll be letting go M&Ms and taking pictures of each other, and I mean, it'll just be the most fabulous thing that you could imagine.
Our suborbital space trips promise to be the most intense and wonderful experiences that our passengers have ever had. We have the right technology, we have committed the funding, and importantly, we bring an enormous amount of operational expertise that comes from years of carrying millions of passengers in comfort and safety on our aircraft and trains. This experience is at the heart of our ability to offer a breathtaking journey in an environment which will be as safe as we can possibly make it, and of course, in the style that Virgin is so rightly recognized for.